Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. So today we're going to be doing a dupe video, or is it a dupe video? So I'm going to just be doing some comparisons between the number 7. I've recently done 3 days 3 looks with this. Or is it 2? I think it might be 2 days 2 looks. It's the number 7 mini eye palette. Really, it should be called the mini cool toned eyeshadow palette, and I think that's what I've referred to it as in my videos. So yeah, there's that one. And then we've got the Colourpop Going Coconuts palette, which looks really similar. I don't think it's going to be a dupe because you've got the Super Shock eyeshadows in here. But I'm going to look at the number 7 palette and I'm going to just see if there's any similar shades. So that's that one. Real pretty. I absolutely adore this palette. So yeah, we're going to get into it. I'm just going to explain. I have done a couple of these videos. I did one, the first one I did was on the Peanut Butter Cup and the Retro Paradise, and let me just put it out that I don't think that's a dupe, and in the actual swatches that I did, I could clearly see it wasn't a dupe, but I just looked at the eyeshadows in the Retro Paradise and compared them with similar eyeshadows from the Peanut Butter Cup, because a subscriber said to me that they thought that they were similar, so I did it for that subscriber and anyone else who was thinking that they were dupes as well. And I've also done a more recent one that is supposed to be a dupe for the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, and it is the W7 Total Eclipse palette. So yeah, I did that yesterday, so that will be going up on the channel before this one does. But without further ado, let's just get into this because I don't want it to be overly long. What are we going to do first? Right, so we'll do number 7 since we're comparing this against the Colourpop one. Right, so I'm going to swatch this white shade here first, because I know there's a white shade in the Colourpop one. So that just looks like that. I don't know if it's going to show up on my skin. Not much. And I know for a fact, let's just do another swatch, I know for a fact that the Colourpop one's going to show up more than that. Right, so I think the only comparison is that the white. Let's just check the Colourpop one out. So in the number 7 palette they don't have names, they just have numbers, so that's number 1. In the Colourpop palette it's called Palm Reader, and that one is so much more pigmented, you can see it. That one kind of looks like it's got a gold undertone, Palm Reader. Right, so can you see that one is the number 7 one, which is barely showing up at all, and then this one is Palm Reader, and that one's got more of a gold undertone than that one, so I wouldn't say they were dupes. Right, what else do we have? We don't really have a shade like that in the Colourpop. The only one we've got is Shredded. I will swatch it, but I don't think they're dupes. So that's Shredded. I've done it the wrong way around. That's Shredded there. I don't know if you can see it. It is the same colour as my skin. And then this one is number 2, which is that one there. And that's more like, it's coming off more like a white satin, whereas that one is a little bit more beigey. So that's those two. The next one is number 3 in the number 7 palette. So let's swatch that. That's what it looks like on the finger. There we go. And then in this one it's the Coolada. I think that is the closest. That's a lot darker, you can see it's a lot darker. Yeah, the one in the number 7 palette is a lot cooler, where I would say that one is more neutral. Let's just wipe those off. Right, what else have we got in this number 7? So we've got this shade here. That's shade number 4. I'm going to do 2 swatches. So That's the number 7 one, and let's see what we've got similar. Right, so the only shade that we've got similar is this one here, Cocoa Crush. But that's like a super shock shadow. I feel like this one is going to be nicer, and it's lighter. Can you see how much lighter it is? So not a dupe. I wonder if that one would be. I think that one is more of a dupe. Let's wipe the Cocoa Crush off. So now we're going to try the Cocoa and see if it's similar. Doesn't have to be a dupe. All I'm doing is testing it if it's similar. Yeah, they are similar, but this one to me is a little bit darker and it's a lot better a formula. What I'm doing is basically testing if I need both these palettes in my collection, and they are so similar I don't feel like I do. One of them is my mum's anyway, so I'll give that back to her, but I just wanted to show you what they look like in comparison to each other. Right, next up is this one here. So that's number 5. So it's a really dark brown. Again, we'll do multiple swatches of this. Right, so we've done 3 swatches of it. That's from the number 7 palette. Let me just wipe my fingers off and we'll see what's similar. The only one that I'm thinking could be similar, and this is the last shade, is this one here, and that one's called Nutty, which is that one. It's more pigmented. That's just one swatch, and that's more like a grey black. There are no others in here that are looking similar to the Going Coconuts palette. So that's all of the shades, guys. I would say you could get a really similar look with the number 7 palette if you could still buy it, but I don't think you can. And I think this palette was quite expensive. I'm sure it was like £15, because I got it in the box and the person that gave me forgot to take the price off. So number 7 is quite expensive in the UK, and you can get this one with more shades in it for between £15 and £20 from Depop. So I would definitely say go with the Colourpop Going Coconuts. The winner of today is, if you hadn't noticed, the Going Coconuts palette. I love Going Coconuts because it has the Super Shock eyeshadows in it, and I just love Super Shock eyeshadows. I've got quite a lot in my collection. This is the first palette that I got from Colourpop. I didn't actually get it from Colourpop, I got it from a seller on Depop, and I will definitely get more in 2021. I feel like it's taking over Revolution for me. These eyeshadows here are a lot better than the Revolution shadows I've got in my collection, so I feel like I'll be coming away from Makeup Revolution unless it's a really unique palette, and I'll be buying more from Colourpop. I definitely want more of these palettes here, and then there's some other ones that I really like the look of. I think it's called Making Mauves, and there's another one which is more cooler toned that I really like the look of as well. So yeah, I feel like I definitely want to get more palettes from Colourpop in the near future. And also some of those mini palettes from Natasha Denona. I really want to get more of them in the collection in 2021 and not be spending my money on Revolution. Because at the end of the day, Revolution palettes now are like the really good quality ones are like £15 to £18, and I could get a Colourpop one for the same price. So yeah, I'll be doing that in the future, hopefully. And this concludes the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. Please like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Please click that notification bell as well, which will tell you when I've uploaded. Please like, share and comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.